Have you ever cracked an egg into your pan, thinking you were doing something healthy for your body, only to wonder later if you might have been sabotaging yourself without even realizing it? Eggs have long been celebrated as one of nature's most perfect foods, packed with high-quality protein, essential vitamins, and nutrients that support everything from your heart to your brain. But here's the thing: how you handle, store, and cook them can make a world of difference, especially for seniors who are more sensitive to subtle dietary risks. One small habit in the kitchen could either boost your health or quietly undermine it over time. In today's video, we're going to explore 7 common egg mistakes seniors often make and how to avoid them. This isn't about scaring you away from eggs. Far from it. It's about empowering you with practical, easy-to-apply tips so that every egg you eat contributes to your energy, vitality, and well-being. Let's dive in and uncover the first mistakes that could be quietly affecting your health. Let's start with one of the most overlooked errors: overcooking eggs. Many of us grew up thinking that a hard-boiled or well-fried egg is the hallmark of a perfect breakfast. But what most people don't realize is that cooking eggs at very high heat for too long can trigger chemical changes that reduce their nutritional value. For seniors, this is particularly important. As we age, our bodies become less efficient at repairing inflammation and handling oxidative stress. Overcooked eggs may accelerate these subtle stresses by creating oxidized cholesterol and other compounds that your body has to work harder to process. Take, for example, someone like Harold, a 72-year-old retiree who has loved starting his mornings with a golden, crispy fried egg for decades. He enjoyed that slightly browned edge and the aroma of sizzling butter in the pan. But over time, he began noticing he felt more sluggish, experienced occasional digestive discomfort, and even a slight uptick in cholesterol readings at his doctor's appointments. It wasn't until Harold read about the effects of overcooking eggs that he realized his breakfast habit could be partly to blame. By switching to gently scrambling his eggs on medium-low heat, or poaching them so the yolks stayed creamy but not raw, he noticed a difference within weeks. More energy, less bloating, and an overall feeling of lightness. What's fascinating about this is that it's not just about avoiding harmful compounds. Overcooking also diminishes the nutrients your eggs are supposed to provide. Vitamins like B12, folate, and antioxidants like lutein and zeaxanthin are sensitive to heat. These are nutrients that help maintain cognitive health, support nerve function, and protect your vision, all areas that are particularly important as we get older. So, by slightly adjusting your cooking methods, you're not just avoiding harm, you're actively preserving the nutritional power of one of the most versatile foods on your plate. Moving on to the next mistake: eating raw or undercooked eggs. You might have seen people blending raw eggs into smoothies or enjoying a sunny-side-up breakfast with runny yolks, believing that this is the ultimate way to preserve nutrients. While the intention is good, the risk is real. Eggs can harbor bacteria like salmonella, and seniors are more vulnerable because our immune systems naturally weaken with age. Even a minor infection that a younger person might shrug off can become a serious health issue. Consider Margaret, a 68-year-old retiree who was passionate about maintaining her energy with raw egg smoothies. For years, she swore by this morning ritual until she experienced a severe bout of food poisoning. After recovering, she realized that fully cooking her eggs, whether by poaching, scrambling until firm, or hard boiling, gave her peace of mind without significantly affecting the taste or texture she loved. She even discovered that lightly cooked methods like poaching could actually make the eggs more enjoyable while preserving most of their nutrients. Another subtle drawback to eating raw eggs lies in a protein called avidin, found in egg whites. Avidin binds to biotin, a B vitamin essential for metabolism, nerve health, and hair and skin vitality. Over time, consistently consuming raw eggs could reduce your body's ability to absorb this important nutrient, subtly undermining your overall health. Cooking the eggs neutralizes avidin, freeing biotin and ensuring that your body can fully benefit from the food on your plate. Now, let's talk about storage, a mistake many seniors overlook. Once eggs are cooked, how you store them can be just as critical as how you cook them. Leaving scrambled eggs on the counter for hours or storing them in loosely covered containers in the fridge may seem harmless, but it's a recipe for bacterial growth. For older adults, a simple lapse in storage can lead to nausea, digestive issues, or worse, infections that are difficult to recover from. Think of George, a 72-year-old who enjoyed preparing large batches of scrambled eggs for his busy mornings. He stored them in a loosely covered bowl in the fridge and would reheat portions each day. Eventually, he noticed recurring digestive discomfort. Switching to smaller portions stored in airtight containers eliminated his stomach issues completely. Proper cooling and storage aren't glamorous, but they're a small, simple step with huge health benefits. By now, you might be realizing that something as ordinary as eggs deserves more thought than we often give it. From cooking temperature to storage, every small adjustment can make a noticeable difference in energy levels, digestion, and long-term health. Now that we've explored overcooking, eating raw eggs, and improper storage, we're ready to move into the next set of mistakes, ones that many seniors don't even realize they're making. These next tips will help you get the most from your eggs while keeping your health front and center. Continuing from where we left off, let's dive into more of the subtle egg mistakes that can quietly affect your health as you age. If you've ever felt your energy dipping, your digestion acting up, or your mornings just not feeling as vibrant as they used to, some of these habits could be to blame. Eggs are such a staple in many seniors' diets precisely because they're nutritious, affordable, and versatile. But the way we approach them matters just as much as the eggs themselves. One common pitfall that often goes unnoticed is using the wrong type of cooking fat or adding too much oil or butter when preparing eggs. It might seem harmless. After all, a little butter makes scrambled eggs taste heavenly, and a touch of oil can prevent sticking. But when seniors cook eggs in excess saturated fat, or when they repeatedly reuse cooking oils that have been overheated, it can lead to unintended health consequences over time. Take Doris, a 70-year-old retired teacher who adored starting her mornings with a fluffy fried egg cooked in a generous pat of butter. She enjoyed the rich flavor and comforting aroma, but she also noticed subtle changes. Her cholesterol numbers were creeping upward, and she occasionally felt sluggish after breakfast. What Doris didn't realize is that repeatedly heating butter or oil to high temperatures can create harmful compounds, including trans fats and oxidized molecules that may contribute to inflammation in the body. The solution doesn't mean eliminating all fat from cooking eggs. It's about choosing the right fats and controlling the heat. Olive oil, avocado oil, or even a small dab of grass-fed butter used sparingly can preserve both flavor and nutritional value. Cooking eggs on medium or medium-low heat also minimizes the formation of harmful compounds while giving you that soft, creamy texture that makes eggs enjoyable. By making this small change, Doris noticed she felt lighter after breakfast, her digestion improved, and over time her doctor confirmed a slight improvement in her cholesterol profile. Another mistake many seniors unknowingly make is neglecting variety in their egg consumption. It might sound odd, but eating the same type of eggs repeatedly, say scrambled every morning, can actually limit the full spectrum of nutrients you're getting. Eggs, like any food, have a range of nutrients, and some of these are more bioavailable depending on how they're prepared. Consider Robert, a 76-year-old retiree who always ate hard-boiled eggs for breakfast. While convenient, this routine meant he missed out on the subtle benefits that come from lightly poached or soft scrambled eggs, which retain more delicate antioxidants and certain vitamins sensitive to prolonged cooking. By rotating between preparation methods, soft scrambled, poached, and lightly sautéed, he found not only that his meals became more enjoyable, but he also noticed small improvements in his alertness and energy throughout the day. For seniors, introducing variety is more than culinary fun. It's a strategy to maximize nutrient absorption and keep your body nourished in ways that a monotonous routine cannot. Now let's talk about ignoring the importance of fresh eggs. Many seniors rely on eggs from the grocery store that have been sitting for weeks, thinking that the expiration date on the carton is all they need to worry about. While eggs are relatively shelf-stable, freshness matters far more than most people realize. Over time, eggs lose moisture and the whites become thinner while the yolk flattens. These changes may seem minor, but they reduce the egg's nutritional quality and make them more prone to bacterial contamination if mishandled. Take Margaret, a 68-year-old health-conscious retiree who shopped in bulk and kept her eggs on the back shelf of the fridge for weeks. She rarely thought about freshness until she began noticing subtle digestive discomfort after meals. Once she started purchasing eggs with a shorter time to sell-by date and storing them at the front of her refrigerator where the temperature is most consistent, those issues disappeared. Fresh eggs not only taste better, but they are also safer and more nutrient-dense, a critical consideration for seniors whose bodies are less forgiving when things go wrong. Another important, yet often overlooked mistake is mixing eggs with ingredients that can inhibit nutrient absorption. You might be surprised to learn that some common breakfast habits can actually reduce how much your body benefits from the nutrients in eggs. For example, pairing eggs with extremely high amounts of certain raw foods like raw spinach in large quantities introduces oxalates, which can bind minerals like calcium and iron and prevent your body from absorbing them efficiently. Take George, a 72-year-old retired engineer who loved making spinach and egg omelets. He always felt full and healthy after breakfast. But after speaking with a nutritionist, he learned that lightly steaming or sautéing the spinach before combining it with eggs significantly improved nutrient absorption without compromising taste. By making small adjustments like this, seniors can enjoy the full spectrum of benefits from eggs while minimizing interference from other foods. Next, there's the mistake of skipping portion awareness and relying on eggs as the sole protein source. Eggs are excellent, but they aren't the only source of high-quality protein, and seniors often underestimate the importance of protein variety for maintaining muscle mass, joint health, and overall vitality. Over-consuming eggs while neglecting other proteins like fish, legumes, dairy, or lean meats may inadvertently unbalance nutrition, especially if eggs are the main breakfast or snack every day. Take Linda, a 74-year-old retired nurse who loved her 3-egg morning scramble every single day. While she enjoyed the taste, she began noticing stiffness in her joints and mild fatigue in the afternoons. By introducing alternative protein sources throughout the week, like salmon, yogurt, and lentils, she found her energy levels stabilized and her recovery from daily walks improved. For seniors, moderation and balance are key. Eggs can be a cornerstone of a healthy diet, but they're best complemented with other nutrient-rich foods to maintain overall health. Finally, one of the most hidden pitfalls is neglecting hydration and fiber when eating eggs. Eggs themselves are low in carbohydrates and contain no fiber, which means if they form a large portion of a senior's diet without sufficient fruits, vegetables, or whole grains, digestive discomfort, bloating, or irregular bowel movements can become an issue. Many seniors focus on protein for energy and satiety, but forget that hydration and fiber are essential to making the nutrients from eggs and other foods actually usable by the body. Take Harold again, who we mentioned earlier. After adjusting his cooking habits, he still experienced occasional bloating. By pairing his eggs with a small portion of fiber-rich vegetables or a slice of whole grain toast and drinking a full glass of water each morning, he noticed significant improvements in digestion, reduced bloating, and even more consistent energy throughout the day. For seniors, the lesson is clear. Eggs are wonderful, but their health benefits are amplified when consumed as part of a balanced, hydrated, and fiber-conscious breakfast. By addressing these mistakes, overusing cooking fats, neglecting variety, ignoring freshness, combining eggs with nutrient blockers, over-relying on eggs for protein, and skipping fiber and hydration, seniors can make a tangible difference in how their bodies respond to eggs. Small, mindful adjustments can enhance digestion, improve energy, and protect long-term health in ways that might not be immediately obvious but are crucial as we age. So next time you reach for that carton of eggs, consider not just how you cook them, but the bigger picture: the oils you use, the combination of ingredients, the freshness of the eggs, and the balance with other foods. These subtle factors, when consistently applied, can transform a simple breakfast into a powerful tool for vitality and longevity. Remember, it's not about perfection. It's about mindful choices that protect your health while still allowing you to enjoy one of life's simplest pleasures, a perfectly cooked egg. As we continue our journey to get the most out of one of nature's most nourishing foods, let's tackle the seventh and final mistake seniors often make with eggs: neglecting the importance of mindful seasoning and additives. It might sound minor compared to overcooking or bacterial risks, but this habit can quietly impact your health and enjoyment. Many seniors reach for salt, processed sauces, or prepackaged flavorings without thinking about the long-term effects on blood pressure, inflammation, or overall well-being. Take James, a 75-year-old retired accountant who loved adding a generous sprinkle of salt and a dash of pre-made cheese powder to his scrambled eggs. Over the years, he noticed higher blood pressure readings and occasional swelling in his ankles. The flavor enhancements made breakfast more appealing, yes, but they came at the cost of subtle, cumulative health effects. By experimenting with herbs, spices, and natural flavorings, like a pinch of smoked paprika, fresh chives, or a squeeze of lemon, James discovered he could create flavorful, satisfying eggs without relying on excess salt or processed additives. Not only did he reduce his sodium intake, but his blood pressure readings gradually improved, and he enjoyed his breakfast more than ever. Mindful seasoning is about paying attention to what goes into your eggs and how it affects your body over time. For seniors, this is especially important because our bodies process sodium, preservatives, and artificial additives differently than younger adults. By incorporating natural flavorings, we can enhance taste while supporting heart health, reducing inflammation, and maintaining overall vitality. Plus, experimenting with herbs and spices can turn an ordinary egg into a gourmet-like experience, making every meal feel a little more special. Now that we've covered all 7 egg mistakes: overcooking, eating raw eggs, improper storage, using unhealthy fats, neglecting variety, ignoring freshness, and mindful seasoning, let's pause and reflect. You might be thinking, wow, it's a lot to keep track of. And yes, it may seem like a handful of changes, but the beauty lies in their simplicity. Each small adjustment, when applied consistently, has the potential to ripple through your daily routine, improving digestion, energy levels, cognitive sharpness, and even emotional well-being. Let's put this into perspective with a story. Meet Evelyn, a 78-year-old retiree who loved eggs but struggled with low energy and occasional digestive issues. She began implementing just a few of the changes we've discussed, lightly poaching her eggs instead of frying, storing them properly in airtight containers, and pairing them with fiber-rich vegetables each morning. Within a few weeks, she noticed subtle but meaningful improvements. Her mornings felt lighter, her energy more consistent, and she even looked forward to breakfast in a way she hadn't for years. By the time she added natural herbs for flavor and reduced processed additives, breakfast became not just a meal but a ritual that energized her mind, body, and spirit. What's most important is remembering that these are not rigid rules but mindful habits. You don't have to overhaul your life or turn every breakfast into a science experiment. Start small. Maybe today you cook your eggs at a gentler heat. Tomorrow you try an herb instead of extra salt. The day after, you pay attention to storage or freshness. Over time, these small adjustments compound into meaningful improvements for your health and quality of life. Another key takeaway for seniors is the joy of curiosity and experimentation in the kitchen. Cooking eggs may seem routine, but it offers an opportunity to reconnect with the process of nourishing yourself. Notice the color of the yolk, the aroma as it cooks, the texture when it's just right. Small sensory experiences like these enhance the pleasure of eating and strengthen your relationship with food. When we approach meals with care, attention, and creativity, we not only nourish our bodies but also uplift our spirits, a vital aspect of aging gracefully. It's also worth remembering the importance of community and sharing knowledge. Talk with friends, family, or peers about your favorite egg preparations, tips for healthy cooking, or ways to enhance flavor without compromising nutrition. Seniors often have decades of wisdom in the kitchen, and sharing these insights can spark joy, connection, and inspiration for others to make positive changes. By becoming a healthy egg ambassador in your social circle, you're reinforcing these habits for yourself and helping others thrive as well. Finally, let's reinforce the broader lesson here. Mindfulness matters more than perfection. None of us are going to follow every tip flawlessly, and that's okay. What counts is consistent effort, awareness, and willingness to make small improvements over time. Whether it's adjusting cooking temperatures, experimenting with natural seasonings, or simply paying attention to storage, each choice is an opportunity to enhance your health and prolong your vitality. So, as you head to the kitchen tomorrow, take a moment to reflect on how you prepare and enjoy your eggs. Consider making one small change, like poaching instead of frying, or adding a few fresh herbs. Savor the difference in taste, texture, and how your body feels. Notice how these small steps can translate into increased energy, better digestion, and a subtle sense of accomplishment. Over weeks and months, these changes accumulate, creating a foundation for long-term wellness that allows you to enjoy your golden years to the fullest. Remember, eggs are more than just breakfast. They're a vehicle for nourishment, energy, and joy. By avoiding the 7 mistakes we've explored, overcooking, consuming raw eggs, improper storage, unhealthy cooking fats, neglecting variety, ignoring freshness, and overlooking mindful seasoning, you give yourself the best chance to harness the full power of this humble yet remarkable food. If you found these insights helpful, I'd love to hear about your own experiences. Did you recognize any of these habits in your routine? Have you made small changes that improved your digestion, energy, or enjoyment of meals? Sharing your story not only reinforces your own practice, but may inspire others in our community to take similar steps toward better health. Finally, if you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, take a moment to do so and turn on the notification bell. This way, you won't miss more videos packed with practical tips for seniors looking to optimize health, stay energetic, and live life to the fullest. And if you found this video helpful, please like it and leave a comment below. Your feedback is invaluable in helping us create content that truly makes a difference. Here's the bottom line. Small, mindful adjustments in how you handle, cook, and enjoy eggs can have a profound impact on your health, energy, and overall quality of life. With attention, curiosity, and a little creativity, your breakfasts can become a source of vitality and joy rather than just routine. So take these lessons to heart, experiment in your kitchen, and savor the benefits, because you deserve to enjoy every stage of life with energy, clarity, and happiness. Here's to living your best life at any age, one perfectly cooked egg at a time.